want to step to Ruff Ryders Anthem because at the time, like, it was definitely that in New York City. But what a lot of people may not know, and you know, if you do your Googles, you may see it. It was a song that X didn't necessarily like.
He didn't like it at all.
So my question to you, at the time, 17, 18 years old, was this like the first album? Like, you kind of like your fingerprints was all over this?
That was, my fingerprints wasn't all over the first album. That was
more the second?
Yeah, that was PK and Dane Grease.
Okay.
It was mainly on that album. I only had Ruff Ryders Anthem on that first album. They didn't save me no space on it, but it was cool. I was in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So I was in Atlanta in school, and then they got the project to where it was at, and then I came in last minute with Stop Drop. X lost a bet. Well, I wouldn't even been on that album. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't lose the bet because that song ended up changing all of our lives. So he technically won the bet from my Uncle D. And, you know, that just changed all of our lives. So it was just enough to do what it needed to do. You know, like that song commercially went bigger than everything at the time. And then we came immediately with our sound next after that. And Dame, Grease, and PK was a part of that as well. I want to get on their props because they feel that they don't get their props. I'm in a comfortable space to give people their props. At those particular times, we was definitely bumping the little heads and things like that, but we all was a part of making history at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It was all musical stuff. Wasn't no street vibes like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I was young and hungry. They was young and hungry. They had to get it. I had to get it. So that's like, when you look at the whole thing, it was just really based on that. You know what I'm saying?
Still sharp and still.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
In a lot of ways, especially around that time, man, you had to prove yourself.
Yeah,
right there on the spot.
Because my uncles and them, nobody was taking me serious because I'm a part of the family. You know, I was a DJ. I wasn't even a producer. So I was DJing first. So I had to step outside first to be taken serious. So when I produced Banned from TV, I didn't really have no Ruff Ryders songs. When I produced Run for Cover, Flip Mode song, I ain't have none of those. Like, they seen those particular records, and then the fam started taking me more serious. But I had to prove myself outside first. Then inside, it's like, oh, okay, like, he got songs on, like, Banned from TV, and boom, boom. Like, yeah, that's a pun. They seen other people started moving with me, and then I was solidified in the family. So it wasn't easy because I was DNY nephew. It was actually harder. Yeah.
So, you know, because at one point I was thinking to myself, like, what the hell did Swizz say to X? Like, at the time, like, he was so young to convince him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, now you got to do the song. But it was, that's right. It was the best.
X wasn't doing nothing he didn't want to do.
Absolutely not. I remember, I think the first time I met X, we were at a Howard homecoming. This was probably like 2 years before. And at the time, typical X, just quiet, observing everything. And it was my man who put me on. He was like, yo, it's the homie from, you know, YO. And I was like, oh, okay, that's him. But he was always on the same type of time. But definitely, we were like, yo, let's go over here. He's like, nah. He's like, all right, then we ain't going over there. I got you, bro.
Yeah, X is on his own time.
You know, and I hope we get something for that 25th anniversary. I want to say right now, man, I want to be able to support that for you. So please, we're going to stay in touch and you let me know about that.
Definitely.